Hi guys, another day, another order unboxing, and I wonder why I always feel skint.
Scruffy Crow.
Alright, this time, this is a box of minis from EM4. If you guys have been watching my channel, you'll know that a bulk of my dwarf army is from EM4 minis, and they are most famous, I guess, for their super cheap orcs and dwarves. They do some orcs that look a bit like this. Ignore the low quality painting on this guy so far. And a lot of dwarves look alike like this. So I already had about 32 of these from a couple of mixed bags, but I wanted to do another unit of 20 spearmen and another unit of 20 of a little idea I've got. And these guys are so affordable. Yeah, another bag of 50 seemed like a good plan. I also threw on another 10 of the axemen that I've been using as line breakers. And what I thought was unusual, this is the same colour plastic, same look as all the ones I had before. So I had best part of 100 in this sort of plastic. This is a slightly different colour. It kind of looks a bit matter. But the detail looks as good, if not better. And it feels like it's the same sort of flexibility of the plastic and everything. So I think they're just a slightly different colour. I think that's the only difference. Can't say I'm particularly looking forward to painting another 60 of these dwarves, but this will allow me to put both my line breaker units up to full units of 20. And as I said, I want more spearmen on the table, and I've got some ideas for the rest of them. Next up with these guys, these are hobbits. They were part of their plastic range as well. Now, I did read that they were sort of 32mm scale or something, but I didn't quite account on how big they were going to be. But they were so cheap, I just threw a couple in anyway. But obviously, I think they are. This is a human-sized mini, a bit large to be used as a standard halfling, even against the warplock halflings, which are quite large. He's a big lad. However, as soon as I saw them, I thought, well, there we go. My halfling village / town has got itself a statue or two. And I instantly set about using one of the flaps off this box to make a little podium. So this has got a bit of beer mat on the bottom for a more solid base. And then we've got a corrugated card just held together with a bit of glue, a bit of hot glue. So I'm going to cover this in wood filler. And then I will pop this guy on top. And I think that'll make quite a cool little statue to a notable halfling. The final bits and pieces are actually the reason I chose to put this order in. What we've got here is pretty much the rest of their scavenger range, especially like this guy, big sort of straw hat. And these are to go alongside some of the scavengers that I've had for a little while now and got all painted up. And as far as I know, these are cobblestone sculpts. So I've been collecting a few more sci-fi miniatures with Stargrave in mind recently. And what's really cool about these is I think I've got pretty much all the ones that EM4 do now. But on Cobblestone Casting's website, you can still pick up packs of Scavengers. And although there's been a bit of scale creep over the years, side by side they still look like they could be part of the same crew. Stuff like the details on their robes. In fact, hey, look at this. This is the M4 one, this is a Cobblestone Castings one. And I suspect one has got a conversion of the other. So yeah, these two ranges gel in very well. I will say I think the EM4 ones have got a bit more character. We've got a lady scavenger, and she matches well with all sort of backpacks and stuff that she's toting. So yeah, I'm really pleased to have a whole scavenger crew. Said once again, this guy, especially pleased with. He's very cool. As I said, I've got these with Stargrave in mind, as well as Last Days and Zona Alpha, I think it's called. There's a few games I'm interested in doing. These guys would be good fits for. Partly because I liked a couple of these models, and partly to get me past the free postage. Partly because I like these next two models, and partly just to get me past the free postage, I added these guys on. This guy once again with Frostgrave in mind, just because I thought it was a really striking mini. They do a few of a sort of space cop type minis, but this one particularly caught my attention, and I just really like the way it was styled. And then for completely unrelated purposes, I picked up this Barbarian. I love a good Barbarian, and this guy's no exception. This again looks to be a cobblestone sculpt, and the bottom reveals it to be an old Grenadier model. So I believe these models are still available as well through Merlton. Is one of the other places that sells them. There's a couple places in the UK, I think Forlorn Hope. He'll be going on more of a lipped style base. I'll probably take away the integral one. Once again, absolutely can't wait to get some paint on this guy. He's just cool, just for the sake of being cool. And last but by no means least, Charlie from EM4 kindly threw in this extra for me. This is made by them. This is a treasure chest, and it comes with some dice. You get to choose what colour. And this is pretty cool. I've never seen anything like this before. We've got a demon there whose arms sort of morph into these straps, these hands there. And we've got a chain going across. The detail is fabulous for something like this. Got skull knockers on the side. And then it opens up and we've got somewhere to store these fabulous dice. So we've got a standard poly set here. So we've got percentiles and all the Ds you could want. Actually 3D3s, which is sometimes quite a bit handy. Sometimes these poly sets you only get the one. And as you can see, these are quite fabulous. They've got this lovely swirl. If I get a bit more light on them. If I get a bit more light on, we've, yeah, lovely sort of solid swirls going across them. So yeah, that is a cool little thing. Can't wait to sit that somewhere in my new gaming room. So yeah, EM4 miniatures. If you want a whole dwarf or orc army for pence a piece, then they are definitely worth checking out. And if you want to get some of these beautifully, you know, traditionally sculpted wastelanders, they also do some sort of rock stars and some other sort of post-apocalyptic and sort of near future type stuff. They're definitely the company to check out. And that's all for this video. Please let me know what you thought down in the comments. Maybe subscribe for more. And as ever, thanks for watching. Bye.